We reached a steep incline in the trail, and Auden climbed up the slope, offering me a hand when needed, his grip strong and reassuring. "Do you think attraction is physical or more biological, or even chemical?" he asked. "I think it's a mix of all those things. Physical attraction plays a role, but there's also brain chemistry involved, the release of hormones and neurotransmitters like dopamine when we're attracted to someone. And what about emotional attraction without physical attraction? Do you think that can happen?" "For sure. Sometimes we connect with someone on an emotional level that transcends physical attraction, but it also depends on how someone is wired. People who identify as sapiosexual, for example, are attracted to intelligence. To them, that is attractive or even arousing. That has little to nothing to do with physical attraction, and demisexual people often don't experience attraction until they know someone better. For asexuals, physical attraction may not play a role at all." I paid attention to the trail, navigating a patch of slippery ice. "Do you think we can choose who we're attracted to?" he asked when we'd reached stable ground again. I shook my head. Attraction isn't something we can control. It happens sometimes in the most unexpected or even unwelcome ways. Didn't I know it? Pining after this man? Unexpected how? Oh, like being attracted to someone who isn't the type you usually go for. You may think you like a certain type of person, and then experience chemistry with someone who isn't anything like your preferred type. What had brought this on? I wanted to ask Auden that more than anything. But should I? If he wanted me to know, he would have come right out and said so. No. I'd have to be patient until he divulged the reason for his musings on attraction. "Do you think someone's sexuality can change later in life?" Auden asked. His eyes were intense as they met mine, and I almost tripped over my own feet, too drawn into his gaze to pay attention. What? Why was he asking that? Was he questioning his own sexuality? My heart raced at the thought of him being attracted to me, but how could I ask? I didn't want to ruin our friendship. It had come to mean too much to me. "Yes, I do," I replied, keeping my tone neutral and steady. Sexuality isn't set in stone. People evolve and grow throughout their lives, and as they change, it's natural for their understanding of themselves to change as well. Auden nodded, seemingly lost in thought. We continued in silence, the crunch of snow under our boots punctuating the quiet calm of the forest. Was he processing the same thoughts I was? The possibility of attraction between us lingered like unspoken poetry, waiting for someone to find the right words to bring it to life. "We're almost there," Auden said a few minutes later, pointing at the trail, which ended a couple of 100 feet ahead of us. As we emerged from the trees and found ourselves on the rocky outcrop, I gasped. The landscape was bathed in a warm, golden glow, the snow-covered peaks and valleys reflecting the low winter sun. Snowy hills dotted with dark green firs and skeletal deciduous trees rolled in the distance. The Skykomish River wound its way through the land, its surface catching the light and shimmering like a ribbon of glass. The moon had already peaked above the horizon, eager to take over. The world seemed to hold its breath, suspended between day and night, as if waiting for something magical to happen. Gosh, this is breathtaking. It is. When I looked sideways, Auden was staring at me, and a million butterflies took wing inside me. Despite the cold, every cell in my body heated, as if they all fired up in recognition of the powerful magnetism this man exuded, and when his eyes were trained on me with so much intensity, it was hard not to feel and hope and dream all the things. Auden. My mouth was dry. My brain empty of words. I didn't know what to say, if I should even speak. "Keaton, He leaned into me, and I held my breath.